Welcome everybody to Building Character. I'm Rick.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today we are going to revisit, or continue to visit, Dungeons & Dragons. This will be our mazillionth time.
It's an ongoing adventure.
That's absolutely true. But this is the first time that you've actually sat with us and
is.
done a Building Character.
Yeah, it's my first time here on Building Characters. Gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Gonna make it happen.
It's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
We have played D&D together, so that's it's not like an old hat or you know a new bag that we're dealing with. You are familiar with the game, obviously, and
Yep.
Your character in our campaign is a Kenku bard.
It is. I'm starting to notice that I keep slowly but surely adding more bards to my collection of characters that I have played, completely accidentally and not at all purposeful.
It seems like it's purposeful. Granted, the last bard you played, I created for you.
You did. You gifted me that one.
I gifted you a bard. That's right.
Yeah.
And it was actually quite glorious.
It was a very fun game. That was fantastic. That was at PAX.
It was at PAX.
Yeah.
And today, the miniatures that we'll be using as our character representations to kind of drive us towards completion here is the red figure, which I'm going to be creating, and the elven female could be a warrior, could be a ranger.
There's a lot of things.
Could be a woodland paladin.
That is going to be up to the creativity of the chat room.
As it always is.
That's what that's going to be. Absolutely,
and it's going to be glorious because our community that watches this show really gets into building characters with us.
They're going to guide. I feel they're going to take my hand and they're going to guide me on an adventure with this character.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
So we have, like I said, a female elf and a humanoid of unknown origin who is a monk, or will be a monk. I want a monk.
I like his fancy.
Or he could just be a pugilist fighter.
Fancy red attire. I feel like it's a very look at me kind of vibe going on there.
Yeah.
It's a man who stands out in a crowd.
Yeah, I feel like if he had theme music when he walked into a tavern, everybody just kind of looks at him and he just kind of struts in. He's got like this aura about him, like I am the one that you don't want.
There's a friend in the corner, like waving some air under his cloak as he goes past.
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
you know.
With a fan.
We all need that friend. That's that's the homie.
I like that. Your hype man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Justin, Ross. Ross played in the game at PAX as well. He says it was super fun. And Chris says, good day from Australia. All right, Justin. Chris Cox, what's up, Justin, from Tech, and he's from Texas.
Does Gretchen have a favorite college?
A favorite?
College?
Who asks that? Where's that question?
It was up.
Okay, that's an interesting...
yeah, that's an interesting question.
Interesting question indeed.
I went to, like, 3.
You went to 3 colleges.
Maybe they meant class.
Oh.
Was it a typo for class?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's
If it was a typo for class,
yeah, it may have been.
Ooh.
We're going to change the question regardless.
It's now class.
Oh no, college, Bard College.
Oh, Bard College for Bard College
ding,
for
ding,
bards.
ding, 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 ding. All right, so yeah, that's a good question. Do you have a favorite Bard College? There are many to choose
See,
from.
I told everyone that I started off college to be a ranger, and I accidentally ended up a bard because I started off in real life to be for a wildlife degree, and I ended up with an English one.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Things that make no sense. Hashtag.
Yeah, it just happened. It just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
I believe it. All right, so let's get to this. One of the things we do first is we roll the stats. We roll random 46 down the dice tower, take the highest three.
Happens to be my favorite way to make characters, is to leave it to the dice.
And then we put them where we want. They're not in that order of roll, so we put them where you want after we roll them. So I'll let you go first. Well, you're going to be rolling mine too, so it'll be fun.
Wow.
So grab 46. If there's not 46 right there, we'll pull some out of the big grouping.
There's a bunch of things in here.
There we go. There's one there, and there's one there. There we go.
There we go. All right. Go for it.
All right. So they get trapped in there sometimes.
Here we go. So a 4, a 2, a 6, and a 3.
All right, I'll write that down. So what's the answer?
Wait, what?
Top 3.
What top? Wait, what?
Roll 4, take the highest 3.
Highest 3? Oh, that's going to be 3, 6, 4.
So 13.
Yeah.
Okay. 13.
I wasn't prepared for math. I was ready, but not for math.
Not ready for math?
No.
Okay, next roll, please. So we're rolling the stats right now for the Elven character.
All right, so top 3 again?
Yep.
11.
All right. It's not bad. The chat says Bard College. Yes, Bardic College is what I meant. Sorry for the lack of context to my question. It's all right, Justin. It's the end of the week. It's post-PAX. We're still a little tired.
None of us can read. I can't do math. It's okay. All right. All right. And 11 again.
Okay. Do you want some other dice to see if that might change the outcome?
Sure.
We got lots
Oh,
to choose
they're
from.
teeny.
We got lots of dice to choose from.
Baby dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, baby dice. Let's do it. All right. Ooh, that's nice. All right, so that's 12. 7.
17.
A moment. All right, 17.
All right.
Listen, my mental, I have to visualize it in my head when I do mental math. All right, next one. And that's trapped in there. Come on. All right, so 4. And 10. Listen,
That 17 though is a savior.
That is. That's gonna save you.
Yeah. One last one.
One last one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, that was. All right. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because it was 1. All right. So
no.
re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not in there, there
Oh,
you go.
bam. All right. So 16.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this character sheet and take that one.
All right.
So you can put those stats anywhere you want. But let's ask the chat out there what this character should be. So we're looking at the Elven character who has the shield and the sword. If it's a fighter, we know we want strength and con.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a ranger, we want wisdom and dex. If it's a woodland paladin, charisma and constitution, or charisma and strength.
Ooh.
So what do you guys
choices.
think? Should that character be?
Dave says he likes the idea of a woodland paladin.
A woodland paladin, okay. Jeff says the 2002 Toolbox D20 system book has like 25 pages on character traits, concepts, and is usually $12 on eBay. That's a good purchase right there for sure. Paladin for sure. Everybody's going with a paladin.
Paladin. All right.
All right, so I'm going to give you the player's handbook.
All right.
But before we get to that, I need you to roll my stats too.
More math.
More math.
That's okay. Leona will save me.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So 12 and I almost read that wrong. 16.
16. All right.
All right. Right.
Next, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Oh,
Oh, that sounded
I gotta
painful.
see that. All right. So and 10 and 15.
15?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
This character's already rocking.
Huh. Not for this one.
Oh, okay.
But 7.
7. That's okay because I feel like with that mask, his charisma is going to be, or her charisma, could be, who knows, very, very low.
You know, it takes a very strong person to make a mask work.
Right.
Like Zorro did it.
Right, but was he burned with acid or something?
Who knows if maybe he's beautiful under there. You don't know.
That's true.
Don't judge.
I just feel like
he takes it off.
but he
Long
can't. I don't think he can.
hair, just dramatic.
Yeah,
He's Fabio under
he's
that
Fabio
mask.
under. Yeah. Gross. Where are we at?
Okay. 8. 11.
All right.
All right. 9.
9. Ooh, painful.
Yeah. 10, 14.
14, that's it.
And that's it?
Done,
All
yeah.
right.
Sweet. I'm not upset with this at all.
All right.
This is really good. I feel like he's not going to be real smart. He's not probably going to be very charismatic, but he's going to bring the pain.
It's the charisma in his heart that counts.
That's true. All right, so everybody kind of went with Paladin. There was a vote for Ranger, but there was 3 Paladins. Justin said, I like an elven hand model that turned to weapon display. An elven hand model turned to weapon display. Oath of the Ancients, Paladin to be specific. Gary likes Oath of the Ancients. And Justin says, I'm Fabio, the most gorgeous man in the cosmos. Would you like to sign my guest book? Yes. All right. So we kind of have some ideas. So go ahead and choose your stat line where you want to put them based on the Paladin characters. If you want to look up Paladin in the Player's Handbook. And while we do that, I'm just going to let you guys know, everybody watching, I'm going to start showing you guys some of the prizes, because we've been doing this big Dungeons & Dragons giveaway contest leading up, which will be announced today at 4 p.m. who the winners are. And I say winners because there's somebody that's going to win the big prize pack off the Glean campaign, and then there's also somebody that, while on Facebook, if you've shared, liked, and commented the post, someone in that is going to win the Art and Arcana special edition, which is right here. So someone will win this, the Art and Arcana art book, the Art of Dungeons and Dragons, which is kind of cool. One of the contributors behind making this book happen is Sam Witwer, who is the villain right now on Supergirl, which is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So there's that. And then the big prize pack, I'm going to show off some of that stuff too. So whoever wins that, and if you go over to gtmgiveaway.com, it'll direct you right to that page, and you can do all the entries if you haven't done it yet. But someone's going to win this big brick of pre-painted miniatures from WizKids, part of their Icon of the Realms Elemental Evil set. So there's that. They're going to get Chief Guh from Storm King's Thunder. They're going to get a player's handbook and a dungeon master guide, because, you know, you need those. Then there's also, they're going to get 4 character portfolios, which are from Ultra Pro. And these are really nice, and you got to use one at PAX.
I did, and I kept it, and I loved it.
Yeah, they're amazing. You can put your character sheet in there. You can put, like, cards and certificates and different protectors. It was fantastic to use as a quick reference guide for my character, because normally I have note cards and notebooks, and I'm a disorganized mess. It's the best. So there's going to be 4 of those, so that if you have a Dungeon Master and 4 players, all the players are going to be prepped and ready. Also, for those times when you need to kind of like relax and get into a moment of zen, there's also the Adventures Outlined, a coloring book, Dungeons & Dragons coloring book, which is really cute. There's the 5th edition Fantasy number 11 by Goodman Games. This is a little module for 7th level adventure. The Archmage's Lost Hideaway.
That's fun.
Yeah. There's
so many things.
There's a lot in here.
I feel like you're just going to keep going. There's going to be like pull a bunny out of a hat.
The stack over here is ridiculous. There's also some miniatures that they're going to get to include.
All the minis.
So these are some WizKids minis you're going to get. You're going to get the Triceratops, which isn't even out yet. You're going to get 3.
Now I know why you didn't show me, because they were dinosaurs.
There are dinosaurs. There's more down here. I'll just get to those. So Triceratops, there's a Dwarven Barbarian, Gnome Wizard, Elf Fighter. We're giving you a Bone Devil, which is also not out yet.
That's cool.
Yeah, part of the deep cuts. But we threw that in there. You're going to get Rock, Paper, Wizard, a fun little board game.
Looks cute.
And the expansion that just came out.
Ooh.
And when there's miniatures, you're going to need paint. So these are from Army Painter / Gale Force 9. They got together and made these cool little D&D themed paint sets. This is the basic Adventurer's paint set, but it also comes with an exclusive miniature of Minsk and Boo.
Ooh.
So if you're familiar with Baldur's Gate, that character is from Baldur's Gate.
No, that's all the colors you need to mix up any kind of color, really.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the new, really popular card game called Dungeon Mayhem. This is also by WotC, Wizards of the Coast. It's a lot of fun. Then there's Matt Forbeck's Wizards Endless Quests. So these are like the never-ending, or Choose Your Own Adventures.
Ooh.
And it's the Rogue, Cleric, Fighter, and Wizard campaign, Endless Quests. So, there's so much stuff.
So you could have a different style of D&D type party every single game night.
That's right.
For forever.
Forever.
Yeah, for forever.
Some more miniatures.
More minis.
A Halfling Fighter. And then Gale Force 9 also did some specific character ones. So from the Forgotten Realms, there's Laurel Silverhand from the Waterdeep Dragon Heist content. Vajra Saphir, also from Waterdeep. And Manchun, who we all know is evil, from the Waterdeep Dragon Heist content. And finally, in the big prize pack, someone is also going to get this from Gale Force 9, which is the vinyl mat of Waterdeep, which is really nice. So it rolls up in the little tube here, but it's vinyl, so you roll it out, you can draw on it and wipe it off. So it's got that whole dry erase thing going. It's really
Pull
nice.
that out like a scroll, epically every time.
So much stuff. And so all that is coming to one lucky winner, and it could be you, and we'll find out at around the 4 p.m. time. We're going to go live one more time and do like a post-PAX review. Everything that we brought back from PAX, we're going to show that off, and we're also going to announce the winner of both the Art and Arcana and the big prize pack.
Matthew says, it just keeps going.
Yep.
Yes, yes it does.
But this is like a really good thing for, I like to say, for like a starting group.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's good for a long-running group too, but a starting group that, all right, someone's a DM, they're going to have the DM guide to get other stuff. The thing I didn't add in there was a monster manual, but that's okay.
That's easy to get.
Right.
You know, holidays are coming up.
Yeah, get your DM something nice. And then, of course, there's enough there to table 4 players. Miniatures for monsters and characters.
It's kind of like a perfect, you know, starter kit for everything.
Someone knows what I'm talking about. Justin Norman says, "Go for the eyes, Boo," because that's one of the things that Minx would say in the game. Because Boo is like this little like squirrel gerbil.
I am aware of that.
And it just go for the eyes.
My boyfriend likes to quote that all the time.
Matthew says, "Wow, all of that would keep you busy for a good long time." It absolutely would. Yeah. And again, if you have not yet entered to win that, go over to gtmgiveaway.com and do all the entry things. Especially if you can subscribe to our Twitch channel, we'd really appreciate that. We're really trying to build that platform and get more people on board, because the more we get on there, the more content we can make.
Foster the fires.
Foster.
He's making fun of me.
All right. So did you stat them out?
I did.
Okay.
I did. All right. So going off of the book, it said to stat dump in strength and in charisma.
Okay.
So I put 17 in strength. So I'm strong.
Yes.
Yes.
That's chopping all that wood in the forest.
You know. And then I have dexterity 11, constitution 11, intelligence 11. And then 13 for wisdom and 16 for charisma. So I'm strong and I'm charismatic.
Okay.
And that's all I got going for me. But it's okay, because that's all you need.
That's all you need.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to take a look real quick at the monk and see what they say about monks. They're probably going to say, like, well, you need a good wisdom. And I'm going to be like, crap. So.
It's okay. I can.
Strength and dexterity
can't
saving
carry
throws.
that wisdom.
The monk?
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell based
We're
on the
not
miniature.
sure.
It could be a tiefling. It could be a Githzari.
I don't know.
What do you guys want it to be?
How would the horns fit in there? Oh, you could have cut them off.
They could have been cut off. Yeah. They could have been
sad.
And part of like the whole torture or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Tuning in from work. Shh. Here's hoping I win. All right, Melissa. Hopefully that your name will pop up. So what do you guys think? Should it just be a regular human, or should we give them a different race? But absolutely a monk. I'm just looking real quick to make sure I'm hitting the...
What species is most likely to wear a bright red entire outfit?
I think it might just be part of his order.
Part of his order? Oh.
Or her order.
No. I could see it. I could see it.
And
they're not a stealthy order.
Right, not at all. The Crimson Commandos. Boo was a miniature space hamster, which was a nod back to a monster in the Spelljammer game. Ah, you're right. Was an immense creature you'd have to contend with from time to time.
Tiefling who has filed off horns.
That's banned the undead. I now have all the Gleam competition entry points I can hope to earn. Nice, Andrew, thank you.
Turtle,
a goblin.
very tall goblin.
A very tall space goblin.
Tall goblin.
I don't mind the idea of it being a tiefling who has filed off their own horns, or has had their horns filed off, and then they've been encased with this helmet.
I like that idea.
Okay.
It gives a solid backstory.
Yeah.
Is that T-I?
Tiefling. All right. Monk. So, tiefling's racial bonuses, and you, as an elf, have racial bonuses
I do.
Too. Yours are annoying humans or tiefling monks. She's like, I'm going to end you, Rick. End. So you get dexterity score is increased by 2, unless you want to go with a high elf, and then your ability score is intelligence increased by 1, but just your regular elven ones is plus 2.
I like kind of being like a regular elf, like just your...
Wood elf.
Oh, wood elf, that might be fun.
Wisdom score by 1, and you get different trains.
We might need that wisdom score.
Yeah, what's your wisdom up at?
My wisdom's at 13.
But if your dexterity was plus 2,
yeah, from a
that gives
normal
you a
elf.
13.
Yeah,
right?
13 there, yeah.
It's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
But it still will only be, I think, a plus...
I'm strong and charismatic, Rick. I need nothing else.
Yeah, you get plus 1 at 13.
Couple of goblins in a leather jacket.
Okay, so here's the thing. So during the game at PAX with Gretchen, it
was a great idea.
Gretchen and Bebo did that. They were both halfling sisters, and they did that stack one upon the other to infiltrate a party.
And it worked because I was a halfling bard and my sister was a halfling druid, and it just so happened that her weight limit for carrying happened to be just exactly as much as my character weighed. So. So she put me on her shoulders, and then using my bard charisma, I would just be like, yeah, we're one person. We're totally one person. It's fine. And it worked brilliantly.
Lee said that he has so many minis to paint, didn't know where to start. Posted some pics in a group, but they weren't no help. Well, Lee, we have a group called Painting Happy Little Minis. I hope that's not the group that you posted into.
Go yell at them all, guys.
But you can join our group, Painting Happy Little Minis, and you can absolutely ask questions there. But the best place to start is just start.
Yeah, just do it.
Grab one and go. You know, there's no rhyme or reason to it unless you absolutely like painting bigger miniatures, which I kind of like painting like the monsters.
Yeah, the monsters, the dragons are really fun.
We were totally one person. I'd let them in, and they did.
Yeah, they did.
So which one are you going to go with? Plus,
David says wood elf, and no one's disagreed. So let's do wood elf.
So wood elf is the one that's going to give you the +1 to your wisdom score.
All right, +1 to wisdom.
And here's all the other fun stuff that you'd get with that.
Okay. Okay, so elf training weapon. Proficiency with longsword, short bow, and longbow.
Nice.
Ooh, that's fun. Mask of the Wild.
What does that say? What does
That
do?
says, you can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, or falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena. So even if I just have a shrubbery, so to speak, I could roll to hide behind the shrubbery.
As you should. It's funny, it's like, I know where you're at. I'm hiding. I successfully, I have but one shrubbery in my garden, sir. All right, so.
It's fun.
Oh, I like what I see. See what Leona's doing. Gretchen, Elven Paladin, Rick, Tiefling Monk on there. That's kind of cool.
Do they have a moon elf?
You know what? In this book, they do not. However, Moon Elf might be in one of the other books. If anybody in the chat knows of that information, please post it. And then if I have the book, I'll pull it up. Maybe we'll take a look at it.
Speed is increases to 35.
Nice.
All right.
Also, what level do you think we should make these characters based on their appearance? You know, where would you place them? I kind of like going like around that 3rd to 5th level range, but I like to see what people say. We, the audience, are suggesting character decisions for Gretchen and Rick, and we're being helpful. Oh, last I saw Moon Elf was in 3.5. I can. That's pretty cool. David says 1 to 4. I like, like at 3rd level you get to pick a path.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of fun to be able to at least have gotten that far. Andrew, you were the best. Gary says 7th. Woo, 7th level. That's.
I've never even looked that far ahead because we've always started off like at the very beginning in all my groups, except I think yours.
Right. I like starting out, like you said, right around that 3rd level, because it's fun, sure, to start a character off at 1st level and progress them.
If you have regular meetings times.
If you have a regular meeting times. But if you don't, 3rd level is a great spot. And then it gives everybody an opportunity to talk about, you know, I've adventured and I've done some stuff and here's some things I've done. And you can draw back on some experience to help you and your party grow and move forward, which is always a good thing. Closer to 4th than 1, though. It's the High Elf at the High Elf covers Moon and Sun Elves from Farron. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so you've got your stuff. So while we're waiting for my stuff, I'm going to work on my stuff now with you guys. We need to come up with a name for your character.
Ooh, we do.
Chat
Help
helps.
me, guys.
And also come up with a name for the monk.
We need names.
So
names hold power. What is my strong, charismatic elf lady named?
Your paladin.
Elf Lady Paladin, yeah.
Which is really cool.
She's living her best life.
I think so.
She's lifting weights.
She's strong.
She doesn't skip leg day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so this is funny. My intelligence score increases by 1.
Good, because we're going to...
which was a 9. So now I have a 10 intelligence. Nice. But a tiefling,
between the two of us,
right?
We're not the smart pair.
No, I mean, we're average. We're not like taking penalties, are we? Are you taking penalties?
I don't think I'm taking penalties.
No penalties. No. But the character also gets a +2 to their charisma score, which is funny. Because, you know, I have a 7. So it bumps me up to a 9 charisma, which I think I am going to have a penalty there still. I think it's -1. Which, you know.
Yeah, well. They can't tell that you're a tiefling to hate you,
-1.
but they feel.
They can smell you. You smell like brimstone.
Oh.
It's like, gross.
Just imagine you walking in, everyone being nice, and they get close enough. Nope, that's brimstone.
Brent says Bubba and Jim Bob. Brent, you should have been here for some of our other character builds because those character names would have fit perfectly for some
They
of them.
would have.
Chris Cox says, what is that? Aridiel Moonwalker, Knight of the Wooded Glade. That's cool. And there's also paladin named Wanda.
Wanda, just Wanda, like Madonna.
Wanda the Wood Elf. Gary says Wynora Red Moon. That's kind of cool.
Nice name. That's a nice name.
Justin has Dwendlin, and I can't pronounce that, but everybody in chat can see it.
I'm gonna go for it. Canilith.
Oh, I'm taking that right off the top, Gary. I love that. Yeah, it's like Caniolanthius, Calianthus or something like that. But that monk, Thrakis.
I like Thrakis.
I do too. Thrakis. Just one name, like Madonna.
That's all you need, really.
Thrakis, Thrakis. I love that. That's a great name.
It's a really good name. Let's see.
David had a good one too down the bottom, down here. Near it says elf is Naris and tiefling is Malik. Paladin name Soshana Greenleaf. That's a good one too. There's some really good ones. You guys are like busting out.
Is that Legolas's last name? Greenleaf?
I don't know.
I feel like that's Legolas's last name.
Who cares? No, just kidding. If anybody cares, I'm sorry.
Did I not tell you about what we brought home from PAX? Because
yes, you did the One Ring. I know. That's actually, we should do another One Ring build. That's a really fun system.
That would be really fun. We're new to it. We're learning.
That's why we should do it. And I can bring Paul. I can reach out to Paul Butler, who does content, creator of Overlight. One of the creators of Overlight RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triana Lightleaf.
Like Triana.
Yeah.
It's like Rihanna, but elf. I like it.
Fazbel Ariana, Sacred Paladin of the Night. I like that they're throwing like these cool titles in there as well. So you need to come up.
Paladin. It makes sense.
And you're not wrong, Leona. But I like the.
I kind of like the Sacred Paladin of the Night thing because I am traveling with a tiefling monk.
Sure.
And it would make sense that our orders would overlap if ours was more kind of nighttimey, darknessy.
Sure.
And then I don't know what the tiefling's order is all about being a monk.
I'm not there yet. I like, well, it's obvious that he's probably going to be of the open hand or the closed fist or something like that.
Something like that.
Order of the closed fist.
But it would make sense why I was working with a tiefling, I feel like.
Chanzi, Arm of the Wild. So which one do you want to take? So you want to go Paladin of the Night?
I want to go Paladin of the Night and
Ooh.
Elfie McElfface.
I'm on board with that actually. Per Magnus Samadium. I don't know how to say your name, but it's also a cool name.
Yeah, that's.
But Elfie McElfface, we may have to come up with a comical version of a character build one day where you can only use names like that.
Oh my
I'm Roger Rogerson, son of the Rogish.
I don't know. Your monk could call my character Elfie McElfface all the time. I could be his. All right. Let's see. Let's go with Triana.
Okay, so Triana.
Yeah, like Rihanna.
All right, so Triana.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go go the whole name that?
Sure, let's do it. We're gonna mash it up.
We're gonna Triana Lightleaf, which is kind of funny. Triana Lightleaf, Paladin of the Night.
Yeah.
Triana.
N-A.
Yeah. I'll have to go back up a little bit. I think that's how it was. Triana. Yeah. Hey, what's up, D-Ray? Justin says, Monk, don't ask where my horns are. It's like Hellboy, grinds them down.
It's fine. That means he would have to take off the mask to do it.
I agree. Take it off, the mask. For everybody watching real quick, just a reminder, go to gtmgiveaway.com to enter into the big Dungeons & Dragons contest. We are drawing the winner today in the 4 p.m. time frame. We're only going to be like live for like 15 minutes. We're going to show a bunch of games that we brought back from PAX, and we're going to announce the winners of both those that shared, comment, and liked the post on Facebook, and the individual that's winning the big prize pack.
Yep.
So Cobra la 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 la. Justin, that's true. I like Cobra la la. The monk looks like Cobra Commander in a good way. I agree. That's pretty cool. So we've got names. I'm Thrakis. You are Triana Lightleaf?
I'm Triana Lightleaf, like Rihanna.
I like it. Now, how do you guys want us to pick the level? And then we're going to, one of the things we like to do is we're just going to go right to the backgrounds.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick some magic items and stuff up. Do you want us to roll a dice, and we both are that level, the only thing is we cannot roll a d20. I don't like that.
11.
I don't want to be like...
Surprise, you are God.
Yeah, I don't want to be like a super powerful character, but 8, 10, 12, those dice, 6, 5, or 6, 4, whatever, do it, and you're cool. Roll a d8, says Joshua. All right, so we got 1 for d8.
Okay.
The first dice to get a vote of 3 on it is the die we will roll. So let us know which dice we should roll for our level. Use an 8. That's the second one.
Oh, roll
a
a 2.
d2. Justin, you're the meanest. We got a D6. Oh, there's a third D8. All right.
All right, grab a D8.
All right, so 1 D8 will decide the fate. All right, take those 6-siders out of there, please.
All right.
1 second, I want to get a close-up on it.
Ooh.
All right, so we're really,
All right.
just let us know when, Leona.
Sorry.
No worries.
Roller fates.
Yep.
There you go.
I could be the novice,
Here we go.
or I could be really rad. All right, 4.
All right, level 4. That's
pretty
I like
good.
it.
All right.
So we're 4th level of our given class, which means when we look at the different classes, and you're a paladin.
I am a paladin.
I'm going to hit monk real quick first, just to be, because it's in the comes.
I mean, if you have to.
So the monastic traditions. So there's the way of the open hand, the way of the shadow, way of the 4 elements. So of those 3, way of the open hand, or way of the open hand, way of the shadow, or way of the 4 elements. Which one do you think that monk is going to walk that path? I mean, you are a paladin of the night.
I'm a paladin of the night. I'm a
So-
sneaky paladin.
Yeah. I mean, well, it just,
Maybe.
well, the thing is, you know, when you think about the gods of, you know, there's going to be a moon god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, or goddess.
Yeah.
And so you could follow that path. It doesn't necessarily make that an evil.
No, I
being.
kind of like the idea of it not being evil, even though it kind of like how Slytherins always get dumped on. I feel
Well,
like
they should.
no. I say it's a Hufflepuff.
I got 3 on shadow. Looks. Kensai, I will read you the book entry. Chris, no, that's a long. I'm going to go way of the shadow. We have 3 votes on it. Open
Everyone says
hand.
shadow.
Yep. So way of the shadow, and we'll come back to that later. Just so you know, we are going to start putting these characters, once they're all said and done, up on GM Guild or Drive Through RPG. We're going to take a look at which platform is going to suit best for us, so that you guys can download them and use these characters in your own campaigns.
That's fun.
Which is going to be really cool. Shadow will be you will be surprised by the sneakiness, because I'm very, very sneaky, sir. All right, so there
With
we
that
go.
bright red.
Right. The bright red.
You like the challenge.
I do. I
Yeah.
really do. And they said that yours should be of the different sacred oaths that you can take at 3rd level.
Ooh.
You have Oath of Devotion.
Okay.
There is Oath of the Ancients. That's the one they said you should take earlier. Oath of Vengeance. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
So there's 3. Oath
Oath of the Ancients, Oath of Vengeance,
and Oath of Devotion.
and Oath of Devotion.
Order of the Dragons. Kensai is Amazeballs. Chris, I have no doubt that they're Amazeballs. So which
What's my oath? Yeah.
Which oath should the paladin take?
What am I oathing up?
Everybody's,
Okay.
even before, everybody's just like, Oath of the Ancients.
Yeah,
But
I kind of feel it.
now that we've kind of like talked about it, we got one for Vengeance, one for
Ooh.
Ancient, and Oath of the Ancients is really woodsy.
Oh. Okay.
And you're our wood elf.
I am a wood elf.
So we have 1 vote Oath Vengeance, 1 vote Oath. There's 2
Ooh,
Vengeance.
2 Vengeance.
Oh.
Ancient Vengeance. Oh.
Oh, Ancient Vengeance. Okay. Justin says,
It's been festering a while.
there's another Oath of the Ancients right there. So, all right, Oath of
All
the
right,
Ancients.
let's do it.
All right, so you're going to take Oath of the Ancients,
I
and
am.
we'll come back and we'll look at that stuff later. Because we only have so much time, so we like to try to come up with our background stories.
All right.
So we'll hit the backgrounds now. And based on the backgrounds, we can pick all sorts of different things. You got the Acolyte. And everybody watching, it sounds like everybody out there kind of knows these different backgrounds that are available and everything. So if there's a background that you think fits either of our characters best based on your knowledge of Dungeons & Dragons,
Let us know.
please let us know. So everybody, Oath of the Ancients. Dun, 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 dun. Which is perfect. So we have Acolyte, the charlatan, the criminal, entertainer, the folk hero, guild artisan. We got the hermit, noble, outlander.
Chris says secret lovers.
Isn't that a song? Chris.
Urchin, criminal.
Urchin or criminal. For who?
Spy,
Urchin.
urchin. Who is going to be an urchin?
Urchin.
All right. Paladin, go folk hero monk, go charlatan. Elf, folk hero, monk, criminal. Ooh. There's a lot of hero criminal dynamics. I want to know how we ended up traveling together.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. That's gonna be some interesting backgrounding when we get there.
So there's another Outlander there.
All right.
But the elf has been given folk hero.
Yeah.
Which is really, really fun. So there's multiple folk heroes for the paladin. So we're gonna go that. There's been criminal or charlatan for the monk. So between those two, let's criminal or charlatan. Let's vote in the chat on that. But let's go with folk hero for you, based on everybody basically going yes.
Let's do it.
Which means we need to pick your things here. Folk hero. You come from a humble social rank, but you are destined to find so much more. Already the people of your home village regard you as their champion, and your destiny calls you to stand against the tyrants.
That's why I'm so strong.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. Yeah.
I was the golden child.
You were
so
the golden child.
Yeah.
Or you were the tomboy elven maiden whose parents also were like stone cutters, and you did it with your hands. It's like,
I break apples just in half with my bare hands, start eating. It's great.
yeah, I like that.
That's what I do.
All right, so for your defining event, you can roll a d10, or you can pick. We usually ask everybody in the chat, what do you think we should do?
Yeah.
Roll
Decide.
or pick. Rolling is always fun because then we have to kind of like
Go with
story
it.
out what what is rolled. Hero criminal dynamic is like Batman Catwoman.
Yeah. True.
Absolutely.
True.
Criminal spy variant looks bad but are doing good. I like that. Pick a good one. Everyone's got friends. You're right, Chris. Everybody has friends. So we got a couple for charlatan, and I think that's not a bad idea for the monk. So I'm going to go background.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Charlatan.
I like it.
But let's go and finish up. So what should we do? D10? Should we roll that for the defining event?
Chris says roll.
Everybody does.
Other Chris says roll.
All the Chris's say.
It's all capitalized. Rolling.
All right. D10. Do we need to hold up for a second?
Yep,
Okay.
All right. We'll pause. Justin says, I like the idea of criminal, but more of a vigilante.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, ready?
Oh, perfect.
4. What's number 4?
I stole from a corrupt merchant to help the poor.
Aw, that's very Robin Hood of me.
Yeah, and I mean.
That works with the darkness thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good dark.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Sometimes you have to do something that society doesn't agree with to do something for good. All right. So you stole from a corrupt merchant to help the poor. All right, that makes sense. So just right up here, just in your background personality area, you can just write that in there. Stole from a corrupt merchant to help the poor.
They're corrupt, so it doesn't really count as actual stealing.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But the prices went up and more people starved in the long run. The worst.
Or I'm just on the run, like in Les Mis. Just someone always, you stole that loaf of bread. Ah.
All right, so now we get personality traits. It's a D8, and based on the excitement of the roll on there, let's go ahead and roll a D8. You're going to do this twice. That's a D10.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
You do. You know what you're doing. It's just so much excitement.
I get really excited. It's like if a golden retriever wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Facts.
Excited about everything all the time.
Because you get 2 different personality traits.
Oh, right, true. All right.
Nice.
All right. Well, I switched it up. But 8 and 4.
All right, so for 4, you have a strong sense of fair play and always try to find the most equitable solution to arguments.
Well, that makes sense why I'm stealing stuff.
Well,
all right.
this is also going to be a very funny one, the next one.
Okay.
You get bored easily, which is true about the individual sitting next to me. you're basically, when am I going to get on with my destiny? It's like, I've been meaning to leave this planet.
That's why I work out so much too.
Right,
I just I have working out, fiddling, doing all the things.
Yeah.
I was also helping the poor. It just
Exactly.
happened to be the most reasonable. It was a heist to help the poor.
Thrakus is played by Hugh Jackman, and it's a musical. He's a musical character. You're not wrong.
Gets bored easily.
Yeah, that's actually really good for your personality traits.
That is. I like that.
So now we go to ideal, and ideal you roll a d6 again.
All right. 4.
Might. If you become strong, I can take what I want when I want, or what I deserve.
That makes sense.
So maybe you do. I mean, that's kind of an evil mindset.
That is a very evil mindset.
And it says that on here that if I become strong, I can take what I want, what I deserve. It can be, that could also kind of fall into a flaw for you. It's like, you know, and that might be, you are a paladin, however, you walk a line because you're a paladin, right? And sometimes you get a little moody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
you know,
I could just take this.
if you were just stronger, maybe it.
Right, and I could just be like, whoa, calm down. Crazy.
Yeah,
It's
no.
crazy.
Like, it doesn't really belong to the corrupt merchant. 1, he's corrupt. 2, he's weak.
Right. Yeah. If he was stronger and had better guards, I wouldn't have been able to take it.
Yeah, I mean.
Exactly. Yikes. The darkness is
I would be like, have you prayed today?
Right? Chris says, fair play. If the other guy has more gold than the opponent, it's only fair to take it and make it even. Even better, David played by Carrie. Yes. She may have started out oppressed. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's humble beginnings, yeah.
Humble
Till I
beginnings.
got strong.
That's it. Thrakus played by Carrie Ellis. He is, and he's wearing tights. That's true. It can be
Yes.
like the Dread Pirate Roberts has upgraded. All right, so for your next part is Bond.
Okay, what's my bond?
You have
What
to
am
roll
I
a d6
rolling?
again.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
Perfect.
Every time. 1.
You have family, but no idea where they are. One day you hope to see them again.
All right.
That could be another interesting, think about, where is your family? Why are they not here? And if they are even still alive.
And if I'm so involved in my community with the folk hero thing, how am I not, like, if my family's missing?
Right.
But did the village raise me?
Hey, it takes a village.
They did a poor job if I'm getting in this much trouble.
Well, again, as a child and growing up and coming up, you've had a lot of anger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You probably did. It's like, if only you're not my real dad. It's like, I know, I'm the baker. I know I'm not your real dad, but
Take this loaf.
but you work here. So finally, as far as the whole background and everything of the character, we hit the flaw.
All right.
So please roll a d6.
Oh, it did it! 1.
The tyrant who rules my land will stop at nothing to see you killed. So,
Is it because it stole a couple apples?
well, maybe the
to
tyrant
feed the
of
poor?
the land is also that corrupt merchant.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He saw me Robin Hood and he was not happy about that.
David, you're right. I think her character is chaotic good.
Isn't that just the way?
It's the way.
Always.
I like that. Just a reminder, everybody, at 4 o'clock when we go live for Board Games and Beyond, it's, like I said, it's going to be a special episode of Board Games and Beyond because it is going to be live. We're going to talk about all the board games that we brought back from PAX Unplugged. Just kind of show it off, just be like, oh, look at all the cool stuff. What video do you want to see first type situation.
Yeah.
But we're also going to announce the winner of the big Dungeons &
gonna be
Dragons
exciting.
prize pack. So go over to that link, gtmgiveaway.com, to make sure that you are entered and have hit all the entries because you don't want to miss out. And also, next week, we're doing another contest, and you want to stay tuned for that.
So many contests.
It's going to be
So many
super cool.
contests.
I'll give you a hint. Warhammer 40K stuff.
I've seen it.
Or Tyrant is the older brother of the merchant.
Ooh, that's another one. All of this is starting to make sense how I would end up with a charlatan or a criminal, how I would end up traveling with you.
Oh, crap. Chris has got it.
Ooh.
You were left at the Grand Canyon while on family vacation. Your real name is Josephine Dirte.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Joe Dirt. That's hilarious. All right, so we basically have your character's background and everything kind of set.
Very Robin Hoodie.
And if we go charlatan for the tiefling monk.
All right, let's do it.
Let's find out what happens there. So my favorite scheme. I'm a schema.
Ooh.
And I get to, it's a D6, but I'm going to have you roll the D6, and we'll find out what my favorite scheme is.
1.
I cheat at games of chance. Cards, dice, roll the bones, whatever. I do that thing.
The weighted die in your pocket, and and I hate things that are unfair.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great friendship.
Yep. You don't like my gambling habits?
Nope, absolutely hate them. That's not fair.
That makes sense, though. And that's kind of that
It
dynamic.
does, yeah. Dynamic duo. Banter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personality
Right.
trait
Save
is
your
a
soul.
D8.
All right. D8.
Mm-hmm.
4.
4. I'm a born gambler who can't resist taking a risk for a potential
Got
payoff.
a double whammy.
Oh,
Double whammy
that's
right
just
there.
one because we take 2 personalities.
Oh,
All
goodness.
right, so born gambler. What do we get?
5.
I lie about almost everything, even when there's no good reason to.
Why is my character hanging out with you?
I think your character hangs out with me because I tell the best stories.
Oh, I get bored easy.
And
I
you
do.
get bored easy. You're like, this one time at band camp, because I'm Hugh Jackman and this is a musical.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Reminds me of the other from Gambit mode. It's Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan all over again. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Way of the open hand definitely doesn't suit a gambler, at least not a successful one. Well, Justin, that's why we took Shadow.
All right.
Way of the Shadow. Ideals, a D6.
5.
Friendship. Material goods come and go, bonds of friendship last forever. That's our bond.
That's our
We're
bond.
friends. You may not agree with things, or that's my ideal is a friendship. I like that. It's like, it's kind of like, if you really think about it, it's Watson and Sherlock.
It kind of is, yeah.
Sherlock's got a lot of vices.
And chaotic goodness going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Watson's kind of a paladin, but has done some stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff he probably isn't proud of.
Nope, and he gambles.
And he gambles,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So bond, a D6.
1.
I fleeced the wrong person and must work to ensure that this individual never crosses paths with me or those I care about. Same merchant.
Yep. He's just a nasty guy in general.
And a real easy target, apparently.
No one likes him. I feel like the chat, can you name this merchant?
Yeah, we need to...
We need a name for the merchant that's corrupt, that nobody likes, that everyone's stealing from.
Right? It's like, Jesus, you got to, I had all this stuff. What happened? I don't know.
Well, meanwhile, if you're like gambling him or cheating him out of it,
Yeah.
And I'm just feeding the poor with possibly whatever you've stolen. Because if
you
you're
stole
just in it, oh,
I was a
did.
distraction. Maybe the merchant also has a gambling issue, and I fleeced him. While I'm fleecing him, you're like, all the apples?
And this and that. All right.
It's funny is this character apparently has to have a flaw too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking at born gambler, lies about everything, likes friendship, but fleeced the wrong person. I think he already is. He's just flawed in general.
You want to find out what other flaws he has?
Oh man, yes, I got to find out what's his
actual
flaw. D6, please.
All right. 1 again.
This is why we're friends.
Oh.
I can't resist a pretty face.
I believe in the good in you.
Right. Resist a pretty face. Which makes sense. All this is very...
that's how we met.
Yep. But I'm a monk.
Yep. And I'm paladin.
This is crazy.
Okay.
That's perfect. You think he'd hire more security? Marry what is that, Tinkle Pants?
But it has to be pronounced something that doesn't sound like Tinkle Pants, so that every time someone pronounces it wrong, he's like, no, it's Tinkle Pants.
It's like from Frozen.
The Weaselton, and he's like, Wesselton.
Wesselton. Gary has Merchant Gorman Croacus. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Leviticus Rorik.
Ooh.
Ooh, that does sound evil too. Leviticus Rorik. Or,
That could be the tyrant of the land, or the older brother.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Don't mess with the older brother, but.
Did you accidentally make Archer?
Maybe. Oh, I like Gorman. Gorman Crocus.
Gorman Crocus is actually really cool too. So if we have Leviticus Rorik and Gorman Crocus, but Crocus is also brother to, or maybe even a cousin
it could
or
be
a
an
relative.
in-law. Like the sister could have married into it or something.
Like that. There's
yeah,
some sort of
brother-in-law.
connection. Yeah. So
that could also explain why he's just not as the merchant doesn't have as much power because it's the sister married to the tyrant.
Right. So we're gonna go Gorman.
Gorman just sounds obnoxious.
Crocus is going to be the merchant, and the tyrant. I like that.
Leviticus.
Like that. Leviticus.
It sounds very. You know what? It sounds like he'd have a very good maniacal laugh.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. That's necessary in a villain.
All right. So Leviticus Rorik is the bad guy, the big bad. And yes, I really do think, Josh, I made Archer. Yeah.
By accident.
The worst.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right, so that kind of takes. I mean, we only really get to the basics of the character, but we try to make sure that we get the flavor of the character put together.
Yes.
And the last part of that, because we only have a few more minutes, is you at 4th level we may have an item or two that is kind of cool, not Monty, not the whole Monty Hall type thing, but based on the image, the miniatures we have here. What would be like 1 or 2 items that these characters would possibly have in the special magic arena? So,
help us out, chat.
Justin says, I feel for the hapless merchant who's being unnecessarily targeted by a duo whose excuse for the criminal. All right, it's true.
Everyone's the hero in their own story.
I see the guy from the Frosty movie, Show Carbon thing?
Just add a drinking problem. Are you sure they don't?
Yeah, I think they have drinking problems both.
Oh my goodness.
So looking at the Elven Paladin, who is, carrying a long sword, I really like the shield, and I feel like the shield might be the item.
I like it because it's a protector thing, and she very much seems, despite the whole strength dichotomy going on inside of her, she's stealing for the poor. She's believing in her strength of protector. Very Captain America-y kind of.
Yeah. So what kind of shield do you think that might? A cloak of shadows for the monk. Yeah. Oh yeah. See right there, Dave Taylor said shield for the elf. Should have something.
Dave Taylor?
Oh.
I don't even know who that guy is. Dave says Cloak of Shadows for the monk.
That might, the bright red, and then all of a sudden just fades.
Fades into blackness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like the idea of the actual red fading into a shadowy kind of, that's cool. It's a cool visual.
So we'll see what else. Spell shield, so it reflects most spells. That's pretty cool. A spell shield that can but it only has a certain amount of spell reflection it can do in a day, like up to 8 levels of spells. So it could reflect 1 8 level, a couple seconds. If
before you have to redo its magic.
Yeah,
it has to have.
it has to take a rest.
It has an HP.
Basically, yeah. Yes, spell reflection shield. All right.
Yep. All
write
right.
that down. Shield of spell reflection.
Shield of deflection is what Brad's calling it.
Shield of deflection. Write that both down, and I'll take a look at it.
All right.
Because spell reflection would mean that if you cast on it, it would bounce back, which is also pretty cool. And then for the monk, there's been thrown in the idea for a bag of holding, a cloak of shadows. He also, if you look real close, has these like bracers, banded bracers on his arms, which could help him with his unarmed attack.
The whole mask.
He does have the iron mask, but I feel like that might be a curse again, or not. It might be just a way for him to hide his horns, because maybe he still doesn't like that. A sentient shield. We've already done that, Justin. But I do like where your mind's at. What was it? Steve and Hank? Hank and Steve.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
the shield was the brother who had been cursed to the fighter who carried it.
If you polish it enough, do you see them in the?
No, it was an actual face.
That's terrifying.
The brother was super vain and always would do stuff to get his brother hurt, and now he is his brother's protector. So yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, treat the helmet like the gray fox mask. That's actually pretty cool too. All right, so the gauntlets of broken word. He can't be lied to. Ooh.
For a liar who cannot be lied to.
Who can't be lied to.
That's some interesting feelings on lying.
Yeah, dang it, Chris. I'm going to write that down. All right, so.
Also why you can trust my character
the
so
helmet.
much.
Helmet of broken word. That's why he wears it, because he only hears truth through it.
Ooh, that's why we can be buddies, because you're like, oh, this person's not. I'm like, no. Poor people need to get woke, get strong.
I agree. All right, everybody. Our hour is up. Thank you so much for joining us. One last time, go to GTMgiveaway.com after you're done here and enter, if you have not yet, to win or potentially win the big D&D prize pack. So this has been Building Character. I'm Rick.
I'm Gretchen.
And we'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Building Character. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.